sound of shuffling feet, people moving down the street. Just can't seem to catch that second hand. Someone I gotta meet, little business to complete. Stocks are up, we're ready to expand. No time to slow down, gotta keep the pace, 'cause nobody remembers second place. Something I've got, but I can't remember what. My mind is somewhere off in outer space. This ain't no way for me to live. I gotta learn to slow it down. Don't know how much more.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Oklahoma. So, it's Sunday morning, turning off to be a beautiful day. It was pretty nippy when we first got up, but it's supposed to warm up pretty good today. I'm just thankful for the sunshine. It means a lot to me. So, I got busy yesterday, or the other day. My phone battery died on me right in the middle of freaking filming. And once I got that thing, or while it was charging, I just went ahead and kept on rolling with this fence, and I messed around and got it done and missed the opportunity to capture a little bit of the footage on that. But I'm going to flip this camera around facing the other way and show you the finished product and kind of go over with you some of the stuff that I do for myself as far as what I enjoy or what I think a fence should look like. And I'm sure there's critics out there, but you know what, I don't care. Yeah, I like it. Anyway, I'll be right back with you. I got to flip this camera around and we'll get started on this. Okay, so here's what the finished product of this fence looks like. I think it turned out pretty good myself. I mean, it's not rocket science, and it's not like it's a great big fence, but this blocks off and keeps people from seeing anything in the yard from the road pretty much, except for where the gate is. And you know, I know that gate's pretty open, but it's cool looking, and it keeps the dog in, and Mama likes it, so it's a win-win-win for me. Anyway, just to show you the way I do a privacy fence is, first of all, we set the posts. Once the cement is dry, we come in, and on the back side, I take and put a 2x4 right here. At the top, I put one about midway, and I run one on the bottom, and I put them flush with the inside of the fence. So basically right here is flush, and I'll show you why in just a second. Once I get those on, and by the way, it's the same. This might be a better view of it actually. So when you're inside your yard, this is what you see. And that looks pretty clean. Gives something that the grandkids can still climb on, like a bunch of little rug rats. And then what that does, it makes it to where on the front side, I take these are cheap pine pickets from Lowe's, and you got to really dig through the pile to make sure you get straight ones. But underneath this piece right here is the 2x4 that I showed you on the back side, and I measured from right here at the top of the top 2x4 all the way down to the bottom of the bottom 2x4, and I put underneath this board, I've got 2 screws here, 2 screws here, and 2 screws here. And that holds each plank all the way along this. And once I get that complete line of the planks in place, then I come back behind them with this 1x4, and I go in between the posts here and here, and I push this up and hold it in place, and ever so many inches I put a couple of screws in there, and that just kind of boxes it in and dresses it up. It's nothing fancy, but it makes it look clean. You've got a nice bottom edge to keep critters from trying to dig underneath the fence and whatnot. And then on the very top, I just ran a 1-inch, it's actually not quite, I think it's I forget what it is. It's a deck board. Let me see if I can show you a view of it. So that's just I know it's 6 inches wide, and I think it's called 5/4. That's basically deck boards, but I think it looks good. It's wide, but it's not as heavy as a 2x6. I tried 2x6s on my other fence, and that looks okay, but this to me looks better. Then I took a 4-inch grinder and grinded a round edge, because these are already rounded a little bit here, and I just tried to dress it up and make it look good. And I think it turned out pretty nice. If you were really wanting to, you could even put potted plants on top of that. It's wide enough to do that. We're not. But anyway, nice, clean, finished product. And Mama decided, believe it or not, that she wanted it painted white to match the fence on the other side. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, I'm sorry I didn't film every square inch of this, but I didn't want to put you through the drudgery and the pain of just sitting and watching somebody brainlessly take measurements and cut. It's very simple stuff. And this is what you've got at the end of it. People can't see it. I mean, what they can see through here is nothing, you know, not much. And from the road, it actually looks really nice. I'm happy with it. Mama really happy with it. And that's really all that matters, isn't it? You'll notice too that our porch is white. It's got the white pickets. And then right here between the carport and the house, we're getting ready to set another gate that'll probably be white as well. And the reason for all of this is because this fence on this side we whitewashed, and Mama likes it, so that's what we're going to stick with. And the next project coming up is going to be me lighting up this big ass Texaco sign that I got. I think that looks really cool. It's going to match that one. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and watching this. I'm going to be having videos coming up hopefully more often from here on out. I've always got something going on. I love you guys. For Oklahoma, Shaw signing off.